My name is Silver, and I am the audio editor and director of the Andromeda A6 Fandub, and I eventually will be voicing Nerissa. Happy spring! I hope you enjoy this Q&A.
Hi, my name is Austin Stamper, and I'm the voice for Vex.
Hello, my name is Elena, and I voice Ayame.
Hello, my name is Will Marcel, and I voice Sebastian Bash Ilahaj.
Hey everyone, and happy spring. It's Alik, and I voice Sane in the Andromeda A6 Fandub.
Howdy, I'm Penne, and I'm the co-director, thumbnail artist, video editor, and voice of Oppo.
My favorite thing about spring is honestly the rain. I'm a big fan of long rainstorms and rainy days. So yeah, by far my favorite thing.
My favorite thing about spring is the warmth and everything kind of coming alive after everybody's sick of winter, has been sick of winter for like the last month and a half. And so I love watching all of the people come out of their homes like they're coming out of hibernation in the first warm days of spring. And like people playing in the yards and going for walks. Like I remember being in college and like loving like everyone would go out and like do their homework outside and like sit on blankets and stuff like that. Like my friends and I would always do that. And like the beginning of spring is just like so nice. Plus like I love, spring rain, like thunderstorms and things like that. I always love all of the rain and the flowers, and all the flowers come out and it's very pretty. And it's just nice. I really like spring. Can you tell that I'm excited for spring? I'm excited to come out and go outside and be in the outdoors again after hibernating for however long.
My favorite thing about spring is, and please pardon the poetry, but the sunshine that it brings. I can and do enjoy colder weather. However, especially here in Los Angeles where I live, there is something particular about the first true warm day of the year.
My favorite thing about spring? Well, easier if I think about myself, when I was a kid. And back then it was definitely Easter. My family's not particularly religious, but we certainly celebrated the Easter Bunny, and always had an event where my parents would hide eggs and also Easter baskets. So that was definitely one of my highlights for spring.
My favorite thing about spring is the Sakura recipes in Animal Crossing. I try to collect all of them, but I'm a little too impatient to wait for balloons.
I've always done a lot of moving around during the springtime, personally, but I think the most vivid memory that I have during the springtime is taking a trip to the UK with one of my friends, and we only had one day to see London. So we did the entirety of London, seeing all the key sites in a matter of 4 hours, only because I'd been there before and knew how to get in places, but tried to give them the full London experience in a matter of 4 hours. It honestly wasn't bad, surprisingly.
Do I have any memorable stories that occurred in spring? My birthday's in spring. I'm a May baby. I'm a Taurus. So, I don't know, I guess my birthday. Like, I remember, all of the fun birthday parties that I had. Well, all of the one fun birthday party that I had when I was a kid. My mom didn't really throw birthday parties, but... Or, spring break is always really nice. When I was younger, we used to go on really fun spring break vacations. We would go to the Carolinas, the beaches there, and have a fun time. Obviously we haven't done that in a while, but another thing that I think sticks in my head, I started voice acting in the spring, last spring, so I feel like every time March and April and May rolls around, I'll think of voice acting. And A6, we all got together right around May. So, lovely springtime. Anniversary's coming up. Very excited for that.
Stories about spring. Stories about spring. I don't really have any stories that are necessarily about spring. More stories that happen in spring. And possibly the best one I have is... There is... Off one of the freeways, one of the many freeways in Los Angeles, there is the Angeles National Forest. And it's one of the best kept secrets of Los Angeles, in my opinion. Because it is about, say, a 20-minute drive from where I live. However, it is an entirely different type of landscape. It is untamed wilderness in the best sense. It really makes you remember that you are a tiny little ape on the surface of an ancient bit of rock that has been here long before you and will be here despite your stupid species' best efforts, will be here long after you are gone.
Sticking on the Easter theme, one year I'll never forget, my dad just went all out in hiding our baskets, I think. And normally they were like, behind something or under something, occasionally in a cabinet or whatever. But I think mine was in the trash can. It was a new trash bag, of course. My sister's was in the garage in the trunk of the car. And another one was in the oven. So anyways, had never experienced such a difficult time trying to find our Easter baskets. Eventually we found the clues to find those Easter baskets in the sock drawer. Anyways, it was a fun year and definitely a challenge.
Longboarding usually reminds me of spring. I used to do it a lot back when I was in high school, but then I broke my leg and never really picked it up again. I guess technically that's also my memorable story.
So, assuming that Vex would want to celebrate spring, I think that he would want to stay inside on a rainy day and watch horror films with Nico. That's my best guess at something that Vex might enjoy during the springtime.
I think to celebrate spring, Aya would take Nico on a beautiful picnic. We would go to a park somewhere on a planet that has nice parks. I don't know what planet that would be, because I don't think we've gone to a planet that has nice parks yet, except for maybe like, oh shoot, what's the name of the planet Nico's from? Oh no, the name, whatever that planet is, Silver will probably put it in the little text comment that she adds, her little commentary. That planet probably has nice parks, especially the big fancy people district. Is it Goldus? No. Is it Goldus? Oh dear, I'm gonna stop before I say wrong things. Anyway, we would go on a lovely picnic, like one of those like cutesy little like picnics with like croissants and pastries and pretty like iced lemonade and flowers everywhere, and it would be very attractive, and both of them probably have seasonal allergies, so they would spend the whole time sniffling. Maybe Aya's allergic to bees and she gets stung. I don't know why I'm ruining this adorable picture that I've made. No, they would go on a nice picnic. I think that would be what they would do.
Honestly, I think Bash would probably, in my head, I like to imagine him buying some type of, like, sort of the A6 equivalent of, like, a beaten-up 60s Thunderbird, and fixing it up and just taking Nico on a joyride through the spring landscape, feeling the warm air on their hair, and oh god, I'm just imagining a drive down PCH. But yes, that's basically it. Just taking in the wilderness. the wonderful wilderness that is available, that is the heritage of all of us.
Okay, let's see. If Nico and Zane were to have to celebrate Easter together, gosh, I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is like Zane signing up for an event or hosting an event where instead of finding Easter eggs, you get to find in a time limit, have to find like grenades or landmines hidden around an area. Or maybe maybe it's more like Zane and Nico attacking some enemy compound, and Zane is simply making a game out of finding the mines so that they can retake an area or a Chimera fortress. So I think that's I don't think it'd be anything more special than that.
Anytime I think of Oppo, I can only really think of bugs or money. So maybe sharing cicadas or some other kind of bug during a spring event.
Awesome. All right. I hope everyone has a wonderful spring. Thanks.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.